74-year-old Dato' Teh Kian An remembers the days he had queued up to meet a bank manager for a mere 20,000 ringgit loan in the early 70s. The former member of the Institute of Rubber Industry UK engineer had just ventured to start the dry rubber product manufacturing factory Jebco then.
That was year in the 70 plus, just for a 20,000 overdraft facility, and how difficult it was waiting hours sitting outside the manager's office waiting to see him and requesting for a 20,000 overdraft with all sorts of my guarantee to do that. I think that was quite a tough time, but anyway, being entrepreneurs, during the time we still have energy to fight.
Dato' Teh first worked for an international synthetic rubber company in the United Kingdom after leaving college, being a research rubber engineer for 3 years. He came back to Malaysia as the firm's regional representative.
I think it's part of the Chinese blood. We all like to do a lot of business ourselves. We all like to be boss of our own, and we like to be the entrepreneurs, you know. So that could be part of the reason. So instead of working for people, why don't I do something on myself?
So he started driving a small car, became a salesman, going around and selling, promoting synthetic rubber to all the big companies.
And as we go along, we develop from a very small one rubber molding machine and one two-roll mill machine, and then we grow into today into what we call anti-vibration solution providing company.
From a one-man show, Teh has morphed Jebco into a highly successful international supplier of dry rubber products for several industries. More than 30% of its products reach the US and Japanese markets, among other smaller ones.
And our target is, I would like to take this opportunity to break take an opportunity from the West European and the US market, making use of the conflict or whatsoever, the opportunity they have now between China, traditionally China, and the US, and of course the recent political war situation. I think that's an opportunity for us.
Dato' Teh says Jebco has grown from a rubber product maker to a solution provider, which means they do the designing part of it. He said they then do the prototype, test it, and then from there on, they do the final production run, and finally, the full-fledged manufacturing.
This takes a longer development chain, but this gives us the advantage to differentiate ourselves from the normal manufacturer.
Asked what still drives him despite his age, Dato' Teh reckons that he still has an unfinished mission, as he wants the firm to become a designer or inventor, as everything in the world is growing and changing so fast.
So ultimately, I hope, and that's my dream, ultimately the whole company can be run in a very modern stage, which, like many other advanced countries, which they have done that with the minimum workforce and the maximum productivity, efficiency, and accuracy.
After having built Jebco to what it is today, why does he not want to call it a day?
The dream shouldn't be a selfish dream. My staying here for such a long time, I sustain here for such a long time, it's not because I want to work. I can continue, I can retire, continue. It's cheapest. have a few drinks and in the pub and relax myself. But I really enjoy the work, and I want to see, I want to train, I want to grow, I want to get this group of people to go together and move forward towards the end direction of what I want to do until I can't do it.
Asked if the nation's IR 4.0 revolution can be achieved with what appears to be a lack of skilled manpower, Dato' Teh said Malaysia has a lot of trained people around, but they are not being fully utilized.
We have a lot of trained people. We have a lot of technical people. We have a lot of good people around. But unfortunately, I think we are not fully utilizing a lot of them. We had our brain drain, we have brain drain. We are not being able to really motivate them in terms of many levels, not only my level, in terms of many levels, motivate the whole citizens, the whole group of people towards this direction.
Being the modest man he is, Dato' Teh says Jebco is not just about him.
I think I happens to be fortunate to have a team of people, young people who is willing to work together with me, and then we share the same value, and then we move forward from there.